afternoon, Floss Tube, and welcome to this week's episode of my stitching project. It is the 14th of June in the afternoon. I actually know the date today because yesterday was my birthday. So I had a great day for my birthday doing some stitching and seeing family, and very exciting, I actually got internet the day before my birthday. We have lived here for 7 weeks and I've had no internet and it's been really annoying. So I think that was the best birthday present anyway. So thank you to all those who jumped on virtual stitches and stitched with me at different times during the day. Do really appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys for coming and watching me and seeing how my progress has gone. I've worked on a couple of different pieces this week, so it's going to be a little bit different to see what I've done. All right, so as usual, let's get straight into it. First thing I worked on was my daily 30. And I have continued to use the Linen and Threads family patchwork sampler, family friend sampler, sorry. And this is where I'm up to. So I've almost finished doing the month of April. This monstrosity here, and I have an error in it, and I don't know where, and I do not care. So I'm going to leave it. I'm doing this on a piece of my own Paddock Lane Designs hand-dyed Ada, which is just one of my crazy colours. So we shall see how that continues to develop. I've set myself a goal for semi-sane stitches. I've got an event this month called School Reports, and one goal is actually to catch up April and May of this, which I should be able to do easily. So there's not a lot in May. April's huge. So that's where that one is up to, which is really exciting. And I worked on that for the 5 days for Shell's Daily 30. I realised that we haven't done homework videos on virtual stitches for quite a few weeks because of many issues that we've had with being away and me having no internet and other things. So I was thinking, I don't know if you guys would like me to give you more discussions on what homeworks different things are for, or if you like it as it is, feel free to comment below and let me know. This week, since I filmed, I actually did 4,710 stitches, which is not too bad, and not as good as some other things as well. Okay, so I also have a finish. Very pleased to have this finished. This was another goal I had, and this one is a piece by the lovely Irina Verbina, who is, I think, a Russian designer, and she put a thing on Facebook a few months ago saying, hey, if you stitch this in May, or by May, or something to do with around May, you can have any pattern you like free of charge. So I got her Black Castle, and it's a finish. Isn't that just super cute? It's a really easy stitch. I also did this on a piece of my hand-dyed Ada fabric, and I got it because it was a Halloweenish type thing, and I don't do Halloween, as you guys know, but I have finished it. So it took me about another 1,000 stitches to finish that. So it's very exciting to have that as an actual finish. Really good. I love it. It's cute. I think I'll make it into a cute little cushion, and I'll have to get more of her designs. They're just really enjoyable to stitch. I also did a lot of work on my Welcome Spot sampler. My Welcome Spot sampler is from the Drawn Thread. Now, the Welcome Spot sampler I was working on because I had to stitch on something that had a number 3 in it, and I had to do 1,000 stitches on it for for semi-sane around the world, something with a 3 in it. So this is where we're up to. Isn't that cute? So again, I'm using a piece of my hand-dyed. This one is an even weave. I fold the edges in, you might see a bit more how it's going to look. Really enjoy doing a couple of wacky dyes, and sometimes you can find the perfect piece for them. There it is, the whole piece. So I'm really pleased with how that's going. Love the Drawn Thread. I love doing different specialty stitches as well as cross stitch. So I've done all the bottom, and you can see that there's eyelet stitches, there's satin stitches, back stitches, and it's a double running stitch. I changed the colours around on this to suit based on using some of my more fancy threads, and I've just really got the roof to do in satin stitch. I've got to do a crew cross stitch around the house, got to do some French knots. Oh, I've got to show you my French knots. Where are they? Down here. Look at those French knots. Can I be a brag? Is it going to zoom in? It's not going to zoom in on them. I want you to see how beautiful they look. They're beautiful. I'm really proud of them. It did have beads in the pattern, but because this was a gift from someone else, I didn't have any beads, and I did French knots, and they were really cool. So really pleased with how they went too. So that one's very close to a finish, so who knows? I may save it up for the Virtual Stitches Finish That Stitch December event. I love that event. It's so good to end off the year with Finish the Stitch, but I don't know, I might have to do it before then. I know there's a challenge this week from Shirl. I've got to work on something that's at least 2/3 of the way done. So I could finish this off, but there's not that many things to do. All right, what else did I do? I did 400 stitches on my Hawk Run Hollow because I had to do something with a border for magical stitches, and that's where I did. There's no point showing you before. I did that border. As you can see, I'm still working up in this block here. So I did a little bit more on the letters as well, but basically, you know, I think 360 stitches of the 400, or 400 of it was the border, and then I know I did a few bit more on it, which I haven't written down. Oh, I'm so sorry. I yawn every time I film, don't I? I don't know why. So yeah, that's where my Hawk Run's at. Way behind. It's on a piece of hand-dyed linen, but it is 40 count, so it's taken me a little bit longer to do it, but I'm really enjoying the pattern. So the other one I started on was, as I said, it was my birthday. Now I have a fantastic piece planned for my birthday start, but it's still in a box because I haven't got to the boxes yet, so that'll have to come a bit later. But instead, I decided to join with some of my friends who are doing this piece for my strawberry fields. It's a beautiful house. So for my birthday, you have to stitch on something with a house. And lots of people, and quite a few have actually started doing this one too. So there's quite a few of us now doing the strawberry fields. So that's become my official birthday sale. And I stitched on it for 764 stitches yesterday. Now I had to stitch in red thread for one of Shirl's things. So the house is red, that was awesome. And then I doubled it up. So there's 600 and something stitches in red. And then I did a little bit of the tan roof. So yeah, really, really nice, easy stitch. I do enjoy Blackbird design. They are really cool, and happy to have them. So that's what I did. I'm just finishing on my last piece for home. Well, actually, I've just finished it. I had to work on something with horns, and so I've done my my Animal Kingdom bookshelf, which I had to do 300 stitches on that for horns. So I have done that, and that finishes all my homeworks for this week. A little bit behind in time. And working on now moving to the monthly. So I'm going to continue working on the Animal Kingdom bookshelf today. That's why you're not seeing it. You can see it next time. And I will let you know the actual stitch count when I get that done. So it was my birthday. As well as getting internet, I did get some other presents from my husband. These are ones that I bought for myself, and this is going to annoy you because they're probably going to be really shiny, but I've got pins and needles from Jeanette Douglas Designs. Isn't that super cute? There's little pin keepy sort of things. And there's a bigger picture, and I know there's some other, oh there it is. Try to find where it is there. So I think I might do these as the small in for my Mittagong retreat because they're super cool. But I shouldn't really tell you that, should I? Because you might be the person who gets it. That's right, you can know it's mine. Yeah, so I got that pattern from Stitch in Time down in Tasmania. Lovely Carolyn's taken that over. I'll mention her a bit. And then the other one I got is, she had this on special too, Victoria Sampler. I'm going to take this one out because it's very shiny. So, not that Gary watches my videos, I don't think, but crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. We have got the Mystic Christmas Sampler. That's beautiful. So, lots of specialty stitches. I do like Christmas. I like a bit of hardanger. And most importantly, is we have got a thread pack and beads. So all I would do is find a nice piece of pale blue fabric, which I know I have, and I will be able to get that one stitched. So that was my birthday presents to myself, sort of, from my husband. Alright, and then last Sunday when I last filmed for you, I was at my stitchy catch up with my friends, and one of the lovely girls there, Michelle, had a few things that she'd collected for me, which is so sweet. So I have got the Teacher from Butternut Road. That's very me. So I've got the chart for that. Look forward to stitching that. And she also got this one, which is Early Australian Designs, and it's this bottom one called The Residence. So I don't know, the pattern has two, a church and a residence, but I feel like it's only got the one pattern in it because it's got a tick on it. Yeah, so I like Australian houses. They're very much like the those juniper designs, and it comes as a whole kit. So that's exciting. 2 more projects there for me to work on. And then she also has been experimenting with hand dyeing threads. Check out this. Trying to make it zoom in. Nope, doesn't want to. Isn't that super cool? Really nice little movie one. And this is very me. Little rainbow colours. So thanks, Michelle, for my presents for my birthday. And I think that was all I got to show you, because I think I showed you my silks for you last week. I don't know if I did or not. I honestly can't remember. This is my May silk of the month. So if I showed you last week, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you again because they're so beautiful, and they've got their shops back open again. So there they are. Really, really nice. And that's all I've got sitting here for stash. Okay, so if you just want to see about my stitching, that's pretty much it. My next thing is very exciting news. I've launched today the NoNewStarts2021 group on Facebook, which is an initiative that came from a few of us chatting on Virtual Stitches, trying to help each other to use our whips instead of just starting all the things. Because this year, 2020, was a year of starts, and everybody's starting everything, and that's cool. So as a contradiction to that, the year 2021 is a year of working on whips or no new starts. So we have a separate group that is going to be running that challenge. The information will be coming up into that group as time progresses. But if you are interested in seeing people work on their whips, or you're interested in actually doing no new starts, then there is a challenge in it, and you can check it out on Facebook. I will put the link below when I get round to it. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I've got that many whips. I shouldn't need to start anything new. And it's basically going to be a competition to see who can manage to hold out the longest. So we shall see how we go, and if we get to the end of the year and lots of people have done it, then we'll just have a random spin of a wheel and a drawing, and get a winner for the NoNewStarts21. Okay, so that's it. Next things is Paddock Lane Designs. I have managed, since I got internet, to get a few more designs done. I have got the months of October and December designed for the Year Down Under. So I've only got September to go, and then that whole set will be completed. So that's on my list to do this week. Very exciting. I've got a few more photos that I'm going to turn into some full coverages, and I also am planning to get some more fabric dyed. I've got some 32 count even weave. So there should be lots happening this week. If you're interested in anything to do with Paddock Lane Designs, there is Paddock Lane Designs Facebook group. Join that group. It's more than just the page. The page is just not really got too much on it, but the group's where I post all the up-to-date things, and you'll be able to check out what's happening. I also will be launching this week the second in the series of a fishbowl from the reef, which the first one was a Sassy Pouch exclusive. So I'm going to release the next one so that the general public can see it if they want to. Anyway, thank you again for staying with me and for watching my floss tube. I will look forward to catching up with you next week, and I hope you get lots of stitching done between now and then. Bye.